Hey friends, welcome back. I know I have been absent on all of my platforms for quite some time now, and I apologize. If you saw last week's blog, and it is just a blog because it was a little too hard to make a video about it, but if you saw last week's blog or my social media post from recently, you'll understand why. And I just want to say thank you for still being here. Despite my absence for a while, it really means a lot to me, and I just can't tell you how grateful I am. So I know it's technically the second week of September, and this episode, because this is the next episode in the series that I created, this episode should have been last week, but last week I feel like I had to share my story, so I wanted to get that out of the way. I won't be talking about it again in this video, so if you want to hear anything about it or where I've been or what's been up, definitely please go check that out. I know there's a lot of women who deal with what I dealt with, and if there's even one other woman out there that I can help by sharing my story, I will feel like I have done what I'm meant to do, because that's all I want to do is help others. So definitely check that out if you have time. It's a pretty easy read. I'd say 5-10 minutes. So check that out. And technically our monthly series is just a week late. We will get back on track as the months go, but let's get right into it so we can have a video, shall we? So we've gone over 4 episodes so far. This is officially episode 5, and I have named this one Adaptable Pieces because I think it's not only beneficial but also really fun and cool to have pieces in your home that are adaptable to spacing, function, form, mood, creativity, all that. So I am only going to be sharing one adaptable piece. If it's not something that is your style or preference, I will give a couple ideas for some more adaptable pieces at the end of the video, and you can see if those are for you as well. And if not, no problem. Stick to what suits you best for your home because you are styling it and decorating it to fit you, your family, your life, all that. So first things first, this is an adaptable frame. So I had a bunch of 5x7 not really canvases, but postcard type things that I've been collecting from a company that I subscribe to, and they're made by amazing artists, so I've been saving on to them and I didn't know what to do with them. Again, you can do this for your little one space, your own space, whatever space you are thinking of, but it is little one friendly, and this is also a fun way to decorate a little one's room as well because it's adaptable, which keeps them engaged and entertained and keeps things looking fresh even though it's the same piece. So for this project, what you will need is 4 of these, and these are, I wrote the size on them, 16 inches by 7 1/8 inches. So 16 inches by 7 1/8, and you will need 4 of them. And I don't know why I actually keep saying you will need. This is actually just what suits our home and our space, so you can make this frame as big as you want or as small as you want. Ours ended up being, I think it was 18 inches by 34 inches or something like that. So we made 4 of these pieces. You will need however many you need for your piece, but if you would like to make the same exact size frame, that is why I'm giving numbers. So 16 inches by 7 1/8 inches, 4 of those. So there's those 4. And then you will need 2 of these. We already have pre-cut them to an angle because they are the border to our frame. And these are 20 3/4 inches by 2 3/8 inches. So measuring from the absolute tip to the absolute tip was 20 3/4 inches, and then wide is 2 3/8 inches. Like I said, you will need 2 of those. You will also need 2 larger pieces, again with the pre-cut tips because they are still our borders. And this is 33 3/8 inches by 2 3/8 inches. So 33 and then 2. From, again, like I said, the tip to tip. And you will need 2 of those. So I'm going to try and break this down into chunks so I don't confuse anyone. So starting with the pieces that I just said, you are going to stain those whatever color you want. So we stained ours like a light color gray, which goes with our home. We've used it for almost everything. And so we have all 4 of our pieces. I'm actually going to stack them so they're friendly with each other. All 4 of our pieces stained. And then we stained our borders a little bit darker gray. So for comparison, you have the innards of the frame and the outwards of the frame. So just for some contrast and to make it look cool, it's still gray, so it still matches our home. So we stained all of our border pieces this color. I'm just gonna make them thinly, as you can see. So all our border pieces have been stained and dried. We don't put a clear coat or anything on it because we like the natural looking wood. And then from there, we went and cut 2 of these. You don't have to do this step if you're going to be using wood glue to assemble your frame. We did not use wood glue. We used screws. So we cut 2 of these. They are 32 inches by 3 5/8. So 32 by 3 5/8. And they're already pre-drilled, as you can tell. So we just made 2 of those. No need to stain or anything. These are just to hold the frame together. Again, you do not have to make these if you are using wood glue to hold your frame together. And those are all the pieces that you need. You just need your innards, your borders, and something to hold it together, whether it's wood glue or more wood. And then when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. So as you can see, we have the innards and then the borders that meet up. That's why we have the pre-cut tips. And then what I did is I bought these photo corner adhesives, and I attached them to the photo themselves, and I started from the center and I worked my way out spacing wise. I didn't measure, I just went off the eyeballing. And then the back is held together by those 2 pieces of wood. And the cool part is I can take these out and rearrange them however I want. If I get new ones, because I do keep collecting, I can put new ones in. I did not waste pieces by making this other set over here because I am going to have 2 frames because I already have enough to fill a frame and a half, and I will be getting more as time goes. But like I said, I can rearrange, and that would be a fun thing for a little one to be able to switch it up for your own space. It's awesome. It's a new way to keep things fresh. And like I said, you don't have to make it this big. This is just how big I wanted it to be. You can have it, you know, a little bit wider, you know, with the border, but only fit 4 photos if you want. Or you can make multiple little frames. You can do whatever you want. This was just a fun way to make an adaptable piece because it's 1 frame. I can change these out, and these are just adhesive, so I can always remove them later too and use the same frame for some other decoration that I want to show off in my home. So super easy, super fun, a great way to keep things fresh. And if this isn't your style, there are so many ways to do adaptable pieces in your home, One of my favorite ideas that I've always wanted to try is a pegboard wall, where you just have an entire wall with indents, circles, and then you put dowels in the circles and shelving on top. So you can have wide shelves, skinny shelves, enough to fit a lot, enough to fit a little, and you can always change it based on your mood or your spacing or what functionality works best for you. I haven't tried it, but it seems like a fun idea that I definitely want to give a try sometime. So if that's more your style, definitely give that a go. There's plenty of other ideas out there. Just looked up Adaptable Pieces for home decor, and there's so many cool ideas, especially DIY ones that people are doing every day. So let me know what you think of this. If you try it, please tag me in social media. I want to see what type of creativity your imagination goes to when creating something like this. If you're creating one for your little one, let me know how that goes. Please just tag me. If you have any questions or want to just say anything, drop it in the comments below. And I hope you guys just have fun overall with this, and I will see you next week for another regular vlog. Thank you so much for sticking around. Earth to Mama and I truly would not be where we are without you guys. So thank you, and thank you for sticking around during my absence. I can't tell you what it means. So until next time, with all my love.